Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in. You know what it is. Let's go ahead and get this week started off on the right note. Go ahead and get your spaces set up. We'll be back on in about another 1 minute from now. Get this workout started. So go ahead and come in, get everything set and ready to go, and go ahead and get your game face on, and let's get this thing started.
Welcome to Team Never Settle. We are going to get right in it this evening with our warm-up demonstration. So go ahead and make sure that your area is prepared and that you are willing and ready to listen because we are getting started with the first movements.
All right, ladies and gents, jumping right into it here. We only got one round for our warm-up today. A lot of repetitions though, a little bit of high intensity as well. So first things first, getting it started, we got jumping jacks. I know a lot of you are not very fond of this one, but hey, we got to get it done at some point anyway. And our goal is to make you uncomfortable, and nothing more than this move here makes most of you uncomfortable. So jumping jacks here to start, feet together, hands and everything directly to the side. And from there, you're just gonna jump out, separating those feet, bringing those hands up, and then return to center. And then just repeating that in a much more rapid succession there. Going back and forth, trying to stay on the balls of your feet as you separate and jump out. Then bringing those feet back in together there, hands directly back to the side. If you're not keen on all the jumping, no worries, we got a modification for you. You're gonna do an alternating step out, going to the right leg going out, right arm is extending upward, then tucking that back in, and then you're gonna alternate over to the other side, and in real time, good. So as you step out with that right or left leg, that same hand is going to elevate with that as well, exerting a little bit more energy, forcing your body to have to elevate that heart rate, and also just building you up to that much more advanced progression, which would be just the overall jumping jack. And next up here, we have get down. So unlike a burpee or like a burpee, we're gonna get in and out of that plank position, but unlike the burpee, we're gonna depend on the hips more so than the legs. So spike bending the knees at all times, nice and extended torso as we always do. And then from there, instead of squatting, you're gonna hinge out, pushing those hips behind you, still getting the hands down towards the floor. And once you get there, you're gonna jump out to a plank position, dip the hips. Notice that the chest stays high in like an upward dog position. Then you're gonna yank those hips back in, keeping the legs extended, feet flat to the floor, coming all the way back to the top as explosive as you can. If you need a modification, just like a burpee, go ahead and step in and out with those legs. Same thing apply as far as dipping those hips at the bottom and hinging those hips at the top on the way down. So as you hinge out, step that leg out, drop those hips, and then you can go from there and step those legs back in, coming all the way up, full extended position. Regardless of which variation you're doing, you're gonna accumulate 10 repetitions there and 50 repetitions of our jumping jacks. One time through with each, however, and then let's go ahead and move on. That's it for that. Let's get it underway.
All right, guys, 50, yes, you heard that correctly, 5-0, jumping jacks. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1.
There's 10. 20.
15,
30. Keep it up. Last 10. Woo. All right. You should definitely feel a burn in those legs and those calves. Should feel a little bit of elevation in the breathing, the way you're breathing as far as just being more frequently there, meaning that heart rate is up. Let's go ahead and get right to the get downs. Once we finish these, this warm up is done. Then we're on to the next portion. So 10 reps, using those hips to make your way down and to yank yourself back up from the floor. 10 total, and go.
Okay, guys. You should be about halfway.
Good deal.
All right, guys, feeling good here.
All right, so as we said, one round through of that, that's behind us. You guys have 1 minute here, and we're gonna jump right back in, get this workout started. And we will see you back here then. I almost jumped into it now. Let me go ahead and give you guys that slight break, and then I'll meet you back here very soon, and we'll get that going.
Show us some love in the comments. Let us know that you are here and you're ready for the main circuit.
So very, very simplistic workout tonight. However, what's gonna make it complex is all the repetitions. So these moves are very, very fundamental. We do them all the time. Now we're gonna do a whole lot of these movements. So we got 4 sets. We have push-ups here to get started with, and it's just gonna be a regular traditional push-up, no shoulder tap, no elevation in the feet, no side plank added in, no plank jumps, no hand claps, nothing fancy. Just a basic push-up today. Traditional style, not close grip, not too wide, but right there, right outside of shoulder width. Feet are separated as much as you're going to need to keep those hips stable and parallel to the floor. And also those knees or hands elevated on top of your surface is all welcome here. Jumping into the first progression, this will be our most advanced, just a regular layout push-up. You guys know what it looked like, but we'll go ahead and show you anyway. Full layout push-up. Legs and everything are extended, body's parallel. However, if you don't know this part of it, this is the most crucial part of our push-up. Be sure that you are breathing in as you lower your chest towards the floor, leading with that, and then breathe out as you push back up, keeping that body parallel, everything nice and in sync. Just as you see there, you can go down to those knees, make sure the hips are extended out. Same thing, breathe in on the way down, breathe out as you come up. And you can also elevate your hands on your elevated surface. Just be sure that if you do so, you are aligning your chest, the nipple line to be exact, with the edge of that surface. That way when you come down, there's no awkward tension on the shoulders or the elbows. And just like the other two, taking that deep breath in as you go down, breathe that air out as you come up. We got 4 rounds of that move, 12 total reps. Yes, I said 12 reps. So a lot of reps, probably the most push-ups I've probably ever asked you to do in one given set, but you've done so many variations, Spider-Mans, divers. You should be strong enough to handle 12 traditional push-ups, and if not, we're gonna find out today. Next up, sumo squats. Sumo squats. So again, another fundamental move, no jumping, nothing crazy, just a basic squat. We're gonna get those legs highly separated though. Feet are turned out just as if you were a sumo wrestler. And then from there, just breathing in, pushing those hips behind you, keeping that upright chest position, pushing through the heels. We got 25 reps. 25 reps, that's a big 2 and a big 5. 25 reps, 4 rounds of that move, so we should get 100 of those squats today in, at least 100 of those squats in, and that's all of them. So if you need some type of assistance and modification, grab your elevated surface, because as you know, a squat is a seated motion, nothing more, nothing less. So put that surface behind you, step about a foot away, that way it'll force you to get those hips behind you, and then push those hips back, sit all the way down, and then stand up. And yes, go all the way to a complete sit, just as you see there. That way your body get used to putting that pressure and tension on the right areas. If you're not a good squatter now and you just try to reach out and feel for it behind you, you'll still be more inclined to push those knees out just because you're not used to going and generating that proper motion. So go all the way down to a seated to a complete seat, and then push through the back of those feet, being your heels, as you come up. So breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you come up. 4 sets, 25 reps. Next up, dips. Go ahead and stay right there with that surface. You're gonna go ahead, you got 3 different levels here, 3 different levels. First one we're gonna show you is beginner. Legs are gonna be in, tucked right there underneath you. This move is taking this variation is taking your legs completely out of the movement. So you should have no lower body extremities into the move. You pretty much just focusing your upper body, and you can also use your legs to kind of assist pushing up. The separation from you and your body with this bench, I want those hands right outside of body width. So no additional separation being out here away from you. Tuck them right there inside as if you were squeezing yourself like a close grip push-up, and then just go ahead and slightly lift your body off, and then keeping your back as close to this edge as possible. You're just gonna drop down, bending the elbows, pushing back to those palms, coming up, squeezing the back of those arms, being our triceps as we go down and up. Breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you come up. If that's a little easy, no worries. Go ahead and stick your legs out slightly, intermediate, heels down, toes up. This is bringing half of your legs into the movement, and you can still use those legs, however, to give you some assistance or a spot, however you would like to think of it. And again, you're keeping that back as close to that bench as possible, trying not to push away. Last but not least, legs are fully straightened out. Now we are putting in as much as our legs as possible. And now, same thing. Harder to use your legs here, but if you're going with that progression, be sure get a good deep bend, good deep bend at the elbow, and also don't push away from that bench. Keep your back close to that surface. The farther you start to push away, the less tricep engagement we get, and the more strain in the shoulders that we start to create. So dips, 4 sets, 15 reps, and as these rounds go on, as these numbers add up, being our reps, go ahead and do not feel ashamed to go ahead and start going with some of those lesser progressions. We want to keep the quality of our repetitions at an A level and keep the quantity of them at the same rate. But we don't want to sacrifice the quality of those reps to accumulate that quantity. Don't be afraid to just go ahead and take a few steps back as your body's fatiguing. You're already done enough to push it to that point. That's a good thing. That means that everything we're doing is working. So go ahead and drop those knees on the push-up. Maybe start to sit down on that surface with the squat. Maybe even bring those legs in some with those dips. It's totally fine. It's expected. And that is what we consider working smarter and not harder. Working smarter is working harder when you're keeping the proper muscles engaged and you're not doing anything that's going to possibly work yourself up to a possible injury. And last but not least, going flat to the floor, we got hip thrusters here. And just like our squats, we got 25 repetitions, but nothing fancy, just laying flat on the back. We're not gonna put one leg up in the air. We're not gonna do anything else crazy. Feet are separated, heels are flat, hands to the side, and as you breathe in, you're gonna power through those heels, lifting those hips up, real tight squeeze on the glutes, and go ahead and lower them back down, and repeat. probably the most simplest thing that we do tonight, and this will probably be where you can go ahead and get your rest in before the rest period really even starts. So real quick run through, and also no modification for that one there. You just get those hips up as high as you possibly can, and trust me, getting them up anywhere, it may not feel like what you see on the video or what you may have in your mind, but trust me, if that's the best that your body can do today, that's going to be very effective for you tomorrow. So don't skip any steps, stay right where you are, and trust the process. So real quick run through. Push-ups, 4 times 12. Sumo squats, 4 times 25. Dips, 4 times 15. And just as you saw, hip thrusters, 4 times 25. So let's go ahead and get this going. Nothing fancy tonight, just a whole lot of repetitions with a bunch of our basics. So music's going up. Let's go ahead and start this thing.
All right, guys, push-ups coming up. Get into that traditional push-up stance. We're shooting for 12 reps with whatever modification that you are ready for. Remember to challenge yourself. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1.
And remember, breathe in as you lower that chest down. Breathe out as you power back through those palms, making your way up top. Feet separated as much as you need to keep those hips low and parallel. If your ass is up in the sky, then that means your feet are probably a little bit too close, and you need to go ahead and separate them, get more of a stronger base, and just continue to work from there. Solid. Going right into those sumo squats. Again, nothing fancy here, so we're going to keep this thing working. This is where our challenge is going to come in. Wide stance, toes is turned out. Ready, and go.
Good. Get down as low as your flexibility allows you. Breathe.
Excellent work. Halfway through with this circuit, squeeze those glutes. Feel that burn on the top of those thighs and in those inner thighs. That lets you know that you're targeting all the right areas. 15 dips. Remember, straight legs, most advanced. Legs halfway in with the heels down and the toes up is intermediate. You can use partial of your legs, and then legs all the way underneath you, feet flat to the floor. That's going to be our beginner. Using your legs entirely, taking them all the way out of the move. Ready?
15, guys.
Go. Woo. All right, and hip thrusters. Last one.
All right, guys, 25 reps here as well. Use this to catch your breath if you need to, and squeeze at the top, and we're off.
Really exaggerate that squeeze. Put a lot of tension on those glutes and hamstrings.
It doesn't look like a lot, but you should really be feeling this in your glutes.
All right, that's one round down. You guys got 35 seconds. We jumping right into round 2 here. Keep working. We'll officially start that time once I'm done talking, and then we'll jump back into it. So good job with that first set.
guys, you know what to do. Go ahead and show us some love in the comments. Nate mentioned pretty simple workout. If you're not feeling it yet, you're going to with this second round. So hurry up and get that last sip of water because we're heading back over now.
All right, round 2. Finish this circuit here. Finish this round here. We halfway in. 12 more push-ups to start it off, and let's go. Good job. Sumo squats coming up next. Toes out, wide stance, and go.
Good, looking good. Got 10 more if you're on my count.
Be sure you guys taking those deep breaths in as you contract those muscles. Breathe that air out as you start to release. 15 dips coming. Remember, do not push away from that surface. Almost feel as if you can feel that back skimming against it. All right, ready? Go.
Breathe out.
And hip thrusters. Rounds are going fast, as we said. Should have a bit of a sweat going by now. Let's keep it up. Get a bigger break after this, and go.
Looking good, guys. Squeeze. Woo, guys, halfway through this circuit, guys, I'm feeling good. My muscles are getting nice and warmed up, and I'm starting to sweat here. So these next 2 rounds are going to be a little bit more challenging as far as the strength levels are concerned here. So go ahead and grab your water, guys. Show us some love in the comments. Let us know how you're feeling, and then meet us right back here.
All right, round 3 here, round 3. 2 more of these to go. Now you should start to really feel it. These reps are probably catching up. And this is where you maybe take a step back on the progression. Maybe not right from the start, but maybe after a few reps, once you start to feel those hips are sinking in or so, don't be afraid. Drop those knees so that way you can keep the proper contraction on the proper areas and not start sacrificing that form like I mentioned earlier for those reps. So 12 more push-ups. Ready, set, and go. sumo squats coming, sumo squats coming. Nice big wide stance. Be sure you're pushing through those heels. I'm gonna keep reiterating it just to be sure. Ready, and go.
You might notice that you can get down a little bit further. Go ahead and do so as long as you keep that torso upright. Good. Chest forward, shoulders back.
All right, dips coming, dips coming. All right.
These are the ones that are really, I think, catching up with me. I feel these actually more are my push-ups.
What about you guys? Where are you feeling it the most at? Is it the push-ups today? Is it the sumo squats? Is it the dips? Or is it even the hip thrusters that's coming after this? We would love to know. Let us know when you get a chance to. 15 more dips here. One more set after this, and go.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling those for sure.
All righty.
25 hip thrusters. Let's just get right into it, guys. Up. Squeeze as hard as you can. Add some tension at the top. You should be about halfway. Very good, guys. Very good. You know what to do. Go ahead and drop that fire emoji if you are starting to feel that heat. If you're starting to sweat. Go ahead and grab a quick water break here. We only have one more round of this, guys. One more round. So get your drink and then meet us right back here.
All right, guys, let us know, how are you feeling? Are you ready to crush this last round here coming up? Give you guys just a few additional seconds here just in case anyone's a few reps behind. We know we got a lot of them on the board. Again, not too complex here, but we still moving. What this workout is going to do is allow us to really get those muscles in a position for some good stretch. And I know a lot of us been seeing some benefits, so we figure we'll give you guys some more of that here tonight. So last round here, let's start.
Alright, guys, last set of 12 push-ups. Let's make them count here, guys. Really challenge yourself with the progression that you choose. But be smart. If you start to lose form, no shame in changing that modification. Alright, guys, get in position. Last round in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Shoulders and chest is feeling a little toasty right now. Not too crazy though. Not too crazy. How about you?
Mine are definitely my shoulders and my triceps are starting to get tired.
All right. Last set of squats here coming up. Let's go ahead and finish these legs off as well. Last 25 going in 3, 2, and let's go.
Almost there.
Guys, that burn on those quads, I felt that. Last set of dips here. I know some of you said this has been the toughest one for you. Let's go ahead and put them behind you. Maybe you start 5 most advanced versions, 5 intermediates, and then the last 5 can be beginners that muscles break down, but that way you still get good quality reps as you do it. Last set, ready, and we are going.
Halfway. Hello, triceps.
All right, and last set of thrusters here. Get those hips high, drive through the heels of your feet, really emphasize the squeeze on the glutes up top. Force yourself to feel those muscles if you're not now.
All right, guys, and up. Very good, guys. Way to go, team. Like we said, not too crazy of a workout tonight. More just about getting in, getting moving, staying active. But you guys did it. Way to go. Grab your last little bit of water. Show us some love in the comments. Talk to us and let us know when you do finish all rounds of this circuit. And then we will get into our core circuit coming up.
All right, guys, we listening up, we looking out for you. Hit that comment section, let us know where you are.
I should be hearing from everyone. You guys should all be finished or very close to being finished. So go ahead and let us know when you are. demonstrations.
All right, guys, jumping right into the core. These first two exercises are gonna be compound moves. Gonna be two moves put together here. We're gonna do one move for a certain amount of reps, Then we're gonna immediately transition to that next move right after that with no rest period in between, but we will get a rest period on the back end of it. So continue to work hard throughout, get all those reps done. First things first here, we got mountain climbers and plank jumps. So getting into that mountain climber position, push-up plank position, hands and shoulders apart, just as if you was about to do 12 more push-ups or so. One leg is gonna be tucked inside to start. That way you know where you are with the coordination. And then from here, we're going 20 jumps, 10 on each leg. Boom, boom, boom. And as you see, once you complete that 20 feet together, then you're gonna start to jump those legs in underneath at the same time for 10 more reps. So we got 30 total reps. We got 20 alternating mountain climbers, 10 each. Once you complete that 20, 10 together, jumping those legs in and out, still trying to keep those hips low, nice tight core throughout. 30 total reps, 20 and then 10. Mountain climbers, plank jumps. Next up, we're gonna do a similar thing here with toe touches and leg lifts. We got 15 reps each. So starting off flat on your back, legs are straight up in the air. And then from there, guys, going as high as you can, breathing in at the same time. You're gonna reach up, trying to grab those toes, right back to the bottom. Do not, I repeat, do not, and one more time, I repeat, do not get stuck on not being able to touch your toes or reach your toes. Just focus on getting that upper back off the floor, contracting those upper abdominal muscles. That's what that move is about. Don't worry about trying to get to your feet. That's the least important portion of it. If you can, then great. And if you want to, let's work towards it. But for the most part, we want to just get a contraction on those upper abs and then go right back to the bottom. So just get that upper back off the floor, breathing in as you tighten and flatten those muscles, control your body back down. 15 straight reps. Once those 15 are up, legs are already in the air. You're just going to start with the toes pointed out, lowering those legs as low as you can bear and back up. Now, obviously with this move, the lower you go, the more pressure you will feel. So if that's a lot in your lower back, just go about halfway down or maybe a little bit less, whatever is more comfortable for you, but still challenging. 15 reps there. The lower you go, the harder to be. So 15 toe touches to start, 15 leg lifts to finish, and then last but not least, meeting back here at the same time, 30-second side planks, 30 seconds. So one or two ways this move can be done. First thing you see here, elbows down, feet are stacked. If you're going with the stacked feet, regardless of your elbow or your hand, do notice you're gonna have a more narrow base, so it's gonna be more balance necessary. So your core is gonna be working a bit more. If you go with the feet staggered, now you can separate those feet as much as you need to get as much base to support keeping those hips as high as you can, regardless of you being on your hand or your elbow. Your elbow is gonna be more advanced, it's gonna be a more difficult move, even though you've done 48 push-ups, so it may not feel that way. Being on your arm may feel harder, but trust me, the elbow is gonna be tougher for the core, seeing that you lower to the floor, all right? Those are our moves. We got 30 seconds there on the side planks coming up. Hips are high. You can stagger those feet, just holding, or you can go up to that hand, same thing, ordeal, and just keep those hips as high as you can, feet separate as much as you need to support your body weight. 30 seconds each way, 1 minute total. All right, 3 total rounds of this. Real quick run through mountain climbers and plank jumps, 20 mountain climbers, 10 plank jumps, 30 reps, back to back, no rest in between. Toe touch and leg lifts, very same thing. 15 reps of each, no rest in between. Toe touches first, and then side planks, 30 seconds each, and I'll be running my clock. All right, let's go ahead and start it.
All right, guys, mountain climbers and plank jumps, 20 and 10. 20 total mountain climbers to start. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1. And jumps.
Woo! Feel those right off the bat. Toe touch and leg lifts, 15 of each. All right, legs up and go. All right. I'm giving you 15 seconds here. Just want to make sure this clock is on proper run time. All right, remember what I said, feet stacked is going to be more difficult than feet staggered. So whatever's comfortable. Ready, set, and up. 30 seconds here. Hips are high.
We know those shoulders are tired, guys, from all the work with those push-ups. Hang in there with us.
Halfway in here, 15 more seconds. You're gonna transition right to that opposite side. Give you about 5 seconds in between. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Ready, and up. Keep them high, keep them high. Less than half to go, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. All right, that's one down, 2 more of those to go. 20 mountain climbers, 10 plank jumps to get it started.
I don't know about you, but I just want to get right into this. Let's get it done and over with here. And let's go. Put it on over.
Toe touching leg lifts.
Just burn it on out, guys. 15. Breathe. Way to go, guys. Finish this up.
You guys got 15 seconds. Finish those reps, side plank coming. All right, ready, set, up. High hips, high hips. Halfway. And 3, 2, time. Switch it over. Ready, and up. Get those hips high. 15 seconds.
Hang in there, guys. Keep them up.
And 4, 3, 2, and done. One more
Round
time through.
2 completed. Last time coming up.
All right, no time to waste here. Let's try to leave at least 10 good minutes or a little bit more for stretching. Last 20 mountain climbers and 10 plank jumps to start. Ready, and go.
So close to being done, guys. Finish these strong, guys. Should have about 5 or so left.
All right, side planks. Last 1 minute, 30 and 30. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Hips high.
Final round, guys. Final round. Don't come down. You can do this.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Last weight here.
Last 30 seconds, guys.
Starting in 4, 3, 2, and hips up. Last 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time.
Yay! We did it! Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I'm glad that core section is over with and we have completed this entire workout. Go ahead and grab your water and make your way back over to the mat because we do have stretching coming up, and I know if you are anything like me, then you're going to want to get as much of that in as possible. So go ahead and take a quick break, meet us right back here, and we will be right back shortly.
start on the floor here. We're gonna actually start with our butterfly stretch here today. Feet in, pressing down on those inner thighs, and push. Good, 5 more seconds, hold it, get a little farther, and good. Left leg out, reach it with 2 hands. Switch to the right. Still pulling with 2. And good. All right, 2 feet together in front of you. And reach. Five more. 3, 2, and good. Perfect. Love it. Next up, we go into a frog stretch. So we're gonna get up on all 4s. And from this one, it's gonna be very awkward here, but you're gonna separate those legs as much as you can. Knees are bent. And then from there, let's go ahead and drop down. Try to relax and feel that stretch within that groin area. Feet are turned out. Just getting as low as you can.
Guys, you may need to push your hips back to really feel the stretch, depending on how tight you are.
We're gonna hold this one a little longer, so get comfortable there. Five seconds. And time. All right, going right into a pigeon pose here. So left leg is forward, right leg is back. And from there, sitting straight up top here. Chest is high. Should feel that stretch inside that leg there, inside the IT, on the outer side of the left leg, I should say. Keep that chest forward, press into that thigh.
Basically everything in this area is tight on me. My hips, my glutes, my IT band.
And good, switch it up. Again, nice high chest position. Be sure you breathe and do not hold your breath and strain. Breathe even if it's short breaths. Let that oxygen get in those lungs, help that heart rate slow down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Love it. Wide stance here, legs going out, separated. Far apart as you can get them. And we're keeping those legs straight. Go ahead and reach out, grabbing both toes. Perfect. All right, all of our favorites. Left leg forward, right leg is coming back. Should start to feel a little looser by now. I know I am myself. And go ahead and lean back, please. Like we always say, if your right leg is lifting up from the floor from here, you're going a little too far. Same deal as if the left leg is bending. Try to keep that left leg straight. Right leg flat to the mat as you lean back as far as your body's ready to allow. And 4, 3, 2, and good. Switch it over to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Excellent stuff. Right leg over left, crossover. Turning outside the body. Pushing that elbow into that opposite knee. Good, switch it. Three, 2, and good. Perfect. Left arm under the chin, right arm over. Pull it behind that elbow. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Alright guys, have you gonna land flat on your back here, and I'm gonna show you from the side. So you're gonna go flat on your back, right leg is gonna go up, you're gonna cross that left leg over, right over under the knee, or at the top of the knee I should say, even though we're in reverse. From there you're gonna bring the arms through, and then bring that, pull on that leg that's straight up, feeling that stretch on the left leg on the outer side of the quad again, and also all the way through the glute. Really good stretch for the glute here. Make sure that leg is in position so it don't slip, and pull on that leg that's up, keeping the leg crossed over, that's your stretched leg. Real good way to loosen up the glutes here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Reach through and pull. Five, 4, 3, 2, and good. Excellent. Upward dog here, abdominal stretch, last one. Land flat, hands right outside the pecs. Deep breath in, hold for 5 seconds at the top. Up. Down. Good, again, deep breath in. Up. Down. And deep breath in. Up. Down. Almost forgot one, guys. Last thing here, calf muscles. I know a few of you mentioned that your calf muscles are tight. Let's go ahead and do a good stretch for that. And then you guys can continue to do this one also until you alleviate a lot of that pain or a lot of that tightness within those calves if you don't get it all out here tonight. So calf stretch, we're gonna get in a push-up plank position. Feet are gonna be separated. And then from there, I want you to push those hips up, trying to push the heels down to the floor, feeling that stretch in those calf muscles. So actively push the hips down, the heels down as you push the hips up. Yeah, so going right for that push-up position here, hips are up. And if you need more stretch, as you saw, bring those feet in and continue to try to push those heels down as you keep those hips high in the sky. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. And that is a wrap. There you have it. What a good way to start this week off here. Man, I don't really have much more to say. I do know that workout there was exactly what we all needed. Something that was challenging, but not too overwhelming, especially after the last one that we really did. So good stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. Love working with you guys. Looking forward to continue to do this throughout the week. And I would love to hear from you in the comments section. What was the most difficult thing for you tonight? Was it all of the dips? Was it the regular push-ups, the sumos, the hip thrusters? Or maybe it was something on the abs, on the ab circuit tonight. Hit those comments and let us know. Engage with us, and we'd love to engage back.
Yep, guys, and if you are watching this on replay, hashtag replay, so we know that you did join in. And we love you guys as always. Never give up.
Never lose hope.
Never
and
settle.
Never settle.